The Dutch led twice against Japan and still didn't win. For the first time in their World Cup history, the Netherlands led twice in a single match and only walked away with 1 point. It was called the game of the World Cup so far. Let's break it down properly with numbers and tactics. Welcome back to CyberFooty. We're doing a full tactical and statistical deep dive into Netherlands 2-2 Japan, a Group F opener at the 2026 World Cup. The match at AT&T Stadium in Arlington on June 14, 2026 had absolutely everything. The game was goalless for 50 minutes, then the floodgates opened. Van Dijk scored in the 50th minute, followed by Nakamura in the 57th. Somerville restored the lead in the 64th, but Kamada leveled it in the 88th. Heartbreak for Holland. On paper, this was Dutch dominance. They had 54% possession to Japan's 37%, 6 shots on target to 3, and higher expected goals. The Netherlands created better chances, but the scoreboard says draw. Possession is not points, and Japan understood that. The most important stat: both teams scored 4 goals from just 1.33 expected goals combined. Japan turned 0.54 xG into 2 goals, showing elite, near unsustainable finishing efficiency. This thriller was a finishing outlier. Games this open rarely repeat. The Netherlands played in a classic 4-3-3, relying on width and crosses to attack the box, resulting in 8 accurate crosses from 21 attempts. However, both Dutch goals came from a set piece and an individual moment, not flowing open play. Control without a cutting edge is a warning sign. Japan set up in a disciplined 3-4-2-1, happy to defend deep and spring the counter, with 37% possession by choice. Their defense was compact and lethal in transition. Goalkeeper Zion Suzuki earned an 8.0 rating, keeping Japan in the match. They didn't need the ball to hurt you. The first goal came from Dutch structure, with Van Dijk heading home a recycled free kick. Japan's equalizer, however, came from a transition. Nakamura exploited the space left open by the Dutch midfield. This punished the Netherlands the instant they lost their shape. Somerville scored a brilliant individual goal for the Netherlands, which looked like the winner. But Japan never gave up. Kamada's scrappy 88th-minute equalizer came from an Ito corner, rewarding Japan's relentless second-half pressure. They threw bodies forward and earned the draw. A key talking point is Ronald Koeman's decision to not start Memphis Depay, the Netherlands' all-time leading scorer. Koeman opted for a more mobile front line, but when chasing a winner, leaving your most clinical finisher on the bench could cost 2 points. This decision will be questioned. The top-rated player was Somerville at 8.2, a goal and constant threat off the bench. Japan's spine was crucial. Suzuki at 8.0, Nakamura at 7.6, and Kamada at 7.2 with the equalizer. Ryan Gravenberch quietly ran the Dutch midfield with 2 assists and a 7.3 rating. This draw cracks Group F wide open. The Netherlands dropped points and now almost certainly need 2 wins. For Japan, it's a priceless point and proof their system works. With no runaway leader, goal difference and discipline will be critical, giving hope to Sweden and Tunisia. On performance, the Netherlands were better, but football rewards ruthlessness, and Japan were ruthless. My call: Japan walks away happier and is the side I trust more to grow in this tournament. The Dutch have control, but they need a killer instinct. Tell me in the comments who impressed you more.